What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to bag U-trips. Very popular formation, very good in Madden 23. So we'll start off with the defense, right? Going to go auto alignment on base, play ball, option deep is conservative, and then match coverage turned on. Now, to do this, obviously you're going to need a little bit of time. You might need to pause if your opponent's being a dickhead and doesn't let you do your stuff. But for me, obviously you should know this by now. You got to sub all your DBs out. Right, then you sub them back in. And you can throw your sub linebackers in there too. Right, and this what all you do is, as soon as you do this, you go over with the right stick until you get to big nickel. You can see at the bottom there it says big nickel, right? And how this allows you to do is, with your adjustments, you can put your safeties in outside thirds, and you can also middle third them actually, which is pretty glitchy. I'll show you doing this during this setups real quick. But you're going to come out and cover 4 quarters. All right, first play we're going to go over right here is scat. You're going to pinch a D-line, or pinch your old defense, right? Manually man up, square on that guy. Put him back on the outside quarter. Cloud flat circle. Vert hook, your slot corner. And you're going to outside third this corner. And if you want to, you can inside third, middle third, this safety. Or what's really gets glitchy sometimes, if they're running a lot of post plays from that backside guy, you can middle third him. And then you run with anything deep. Right? I don't do that a lot, but if they're running a lot of post plays, this middle read will match the post play over the middle really, really well. Right? But for now, we'll leave him on either middle third or inside quarter. It doesn't really matter right now. Right? So the way people set up scat is, right? Maybe do something like this. Right, nice and easy. Now, your linebacker backside, this quarter flat, you don't ever want to change his assignment because he's going to match the running back. If you change his assignment, he won't match the running back anymore. So I'll show you real quick before I throw the scat play. All right, so you can see right here, he mans up the running back. Right. Now, if you do something else with him, like let's say you do your normal adjustments. All right, maybe like hard fly him, thinking you're slick. All right. What's going to happen with this? Right, you got a wide open touchdown now. Obviously the pressure gets there, but you can see what I mean. He doesn't match on anymore in the hard flat. So you got to keep him on that quarter flat. But again, the way most people are looking for right here in scat is that corner route to Russell Gage. And I'll show you how this cloud flat plays it. Watch this cloud flat, and it's outside third. Outside third gets over a lot better than a half, in my opinion. The corner route's bagged. The backside safety plays that post route pretty nicely. Show you the insert play real quick. So again, obviously this quarter has number 1 backside man-to-man. He'll match onto him, right? They're getting help right here from this vert hook right here, who will come back late after matching on to this corner route and letting it go, right? Because the cloud flat's here, he's going to drop it, settle in, looks for this backside post, helps with that. Also, your user's going to be here, obviously. This outside third gets to that. Maybe they free form that to the outside. I mean, that's a ballsy throw if they want to try and make that risk. You could move them over a little bit to try and help cover it more. But that's a ballsy throw to make, in my opinion. And then the last thing, obviously, if they have a check down, this is the last thing you're worried about. If they don't throw check downs all day, I would take it, honestly. But check down, they could throw that. But you got 2 guys right here that are going to rally up. Maybe that's a 3-4 yard gain, right? But again, everything else is bagged. Then you have your quarter flat over here, matching the running back. Running with that deep, right? Everything is bagged on that play. So, again, that's how you see how it bags scat. Next play we'll go over is Y option wheel. Same adjustments. Right. For Y option wheel, what people a lot of time do is, I guess, the motion slant this guy, maybe, right? Motion slant. See right here. Everything is bagged. Nothing open. Obviously, you're just going to run with that slant across the field. You're not just going to sit there in the middle of the field and not do anything. So you run with that slant. But everything else is bagged, right? Y option wheel. Next play is going to be curl flat. Now, I will say for curl flat, what you need to do is, as soon as you see this guy motion all the way across the field, your responsibility with the user is going to be to run to the corner. That's it. So when he motions him over, what I'll do is, I'll show you my setup first when I do everything else normal, right? Maybe when I move him over a little bit, right? But as soon as I see him motion this slot guy over, I'm going to throw one of my D tackles and a 3-0 cook to replace me. And I'll run into the corner out. So to simulate it, I'll man this guy up on him. Keep him on a 3-0 cook. Spy everybody else, right? Scroll flat, this is a lot of people's read, right? What they'll do, motion over, and snap. You have to run to the corner out. That's going to be your responsibility. You have to run to the corner out. Everything else is covered, but you have to run to the corner out and then motion over. So if they motion that guy all the way across the field, 90% of the time they're going to run a corner out. If they run a slant backside, you have a 3-0 cook now to replace you. So it's not a huge deal. So I'll show it like that too. Right, so this time they, for whatever reason, want to motion slant. Maybe they'll do that like a C route, something like that, maybe. And those streaks are square, obviously. So, same adjustments. All right. So you man up on him still. But again, see this 3-0 hook. It should play the first end cut, which is going to be this slant, right? So they motion over, gets all the way across. He's running the corner out, but he runs a slant. You got a 3-0 hook right there that should play it, right? And you also have that backside vert hook that should play it as well. Easy enough. That's curl flat bagged. Now for tight end whip, if they run this play a lot, right, maybe something like this. This is where I would do the mid read with this safety up top. You'll see how he'll play the post. So again, same adjustments. But instead of this, maybe I'll middle read him like that, and I'll run with anything deep over here. But just same like that. I'll show you like that. QB spot all these guys. The reason to do this is because this middle third is going to play this post route really, really nicely. You'll see it. Right. Plays the post really nicely with circle, and your user can run with square. But again, that middle read is going to play that post really, really nicely. Obviously, if they have a lot of time, it gets kind of bad if you give it to them in the middle read because he's not playing a deep third. But that's going to be your responsibility anyway. But again, for tight end whip, and I'll show you without me doing anything as well with my user. All right, so just like this. All right, QB spot these guys real quick. And watch the middle replay. This post route from circle, right there, really, really well matches onto it. And then you can help with square on the other post route. Again, that middle read plays really, really glitchy in the middle of the field, plays really, really deep also. But again, something you can incorporate into your defense, put that guy in the middle read. Plays post routes really, really well, a lot better than the inside third does. I'll show you what an inside third does with tight end whip. Right, again, just like this. You'll see the inside third doesn't play it as well. I forgot to QB spy. You'll see he doesn't play it that good. It's wide open. He gets too deep, right? The middle third doesn't get as deep. So he plays a lot better. Let me QB spy my D-line real quick. All right, just like that. Now you'll see what happens with this post backside, right? Gets wide open. Nobody's sitting there. You can throw that. Middle third doesn't latch on, right? The middle third just plays better than a deep third, in my opinion. If you're like, when do you know when to do that? You can just randomly do it, honestly. I do it all the time just to throw in the middle third. It plays a lot better than inside third, but the big thing you're going to need to do is make sure you sub out your DB, sub them back in, and then go to big nickel package so that you can put that guy in the outside third, this safety up here to help with the fade route from the outside receiver, right? Maybe they'll do something like this too. Maybe they'll C route this guy, right? Throw him on a post. Maybe they'll do something like this, right? You'll see how it plays, right? Maybe they'll do this and watch how it plays. Cloud flat still under the C route along with the outside third match on. Obviously, you're going to run with the slant backside, but again, everything's bagged. If you want to bag U chip, it's basically just what you can do to help with that. Maybe not basic to you guys if you didn't know how to sub your linebackers in and sub them back out to get the adjustments you want. But again, basic stuff you can do to bag U trips. Hope this video helps. If you guys do enjoy the video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next video.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me?